When power rested on the foundations of faith and it manifested itself in the region of the Black Sea, what did power do after that? Answer, power moved in east direction, in the direction of east. And therefore, power would not go down this way to Washington and to Bonn and to Paris and London or this way, not to the west. Power will move east from the Black Sea. So Zulqarnain then traveled in the direction of the rising of the sun, and that's the destiny of the second of the two Qarns as well. The second of the two Qarns will have to move, tell them this in Moscow, will have to move in the direction of the rising of the sun. When he traveled in the direction of the rising of the sun, Allah says about the people he met at the rising of the sun when he reached the Caspian Sea now. That was the Black Sea on this side, there's the Caspian Sea on that side. There's Azerbaijan, there's Iran, there's Georgia, there's Russia. All these are literal states of the Caspian Sea. لَمْ نَجْعَلْ لَهُمْ مِنْ دُونِهَا سِتْرًا. These are just a few words. And we did not provide for them as a sitr, a covering, other than what was provided. I have always felt that this meant that they were living a primitive way of life. But now I realize that no, I have to revise that and refine it. So I have to now connect the East with the West. Power in the second of the two Qarns will have to travel in the direction of the rising of the sun. But there is another rising of the sun, of Dajjal, and that is the sun will rise from the west. And so power in the second of the two Qarns will have to travel in the direction of the rising of the sun, which is east, rather than this bogus rise, false sunrise in the west. This false sunrise in the west offers to mankind a very sophisticated way of life. Well, that rising of the sun on the east, لَمْ نَجْعَلْ لَهُمْ مِنْ دُونِهَا سِتْرًا, indicates a people of life, people living in that part of the world who lived the natural way of life. And so in the second of the two Qarns, power will travel in the direction of the rising of the sun, which is the sun rising from the east, not rising from the west. And so power will be moving in the direction of a people who still live the natural way of life, rather than the sophisticated way of life of those whose sun rise from the west. This is modern Western civilization. That's the destiny if they're listening to me in Moscow.